Okay, so uh, remember that time we were trying to watch the NBA playoffs on your yacht and the internet kept buffering every other minute? I swear I almost threw your satellite phone overboard in frustration.
Yeah, spotty internet at sea used to be a fact of life, especially for bandwidth-heavy tasks like streaming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you sent me these articles about Starlink Maritime and something called speed bonding, and suddenly high-speed internet on a yacht in the middle of the ocean doesn't seem so far-fetched. So
Yeah.
walk me through this. What exactly is Starlink Maritime, and how is it different from that old clunky satellite internet we're used to?
Well, imagine this. Traditional satellite internet is like sending a message in a bottle, hoping it reaches its destination, eventually. Those satellites are stuck way out in geostationary orbit, about 22,000 miles from Earth. That distance creates something called latency, a delay in the signal. It's fine for sending a casual email, but try streaming a live game or hopping on a Zoom call and forget it.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like trying to have a conversation with someone on a 5-second delay, so Starlink Maritime fixes this by getting rid of the bottle.
Basically, Starlink uses a network of low Earth orbit satellites, or LEO satellites, which are far closer to Earth, between 300 to 500 miles. That shorter distance is a complete game changer for latency. Plus, it allows for dramatically faster speeds. We're talking up to 220 milli download speeds, which is on par with what many people get on land.
Wow, 220 military Ps. So wait, I could actually stream in 4K while cruising the Caribbean? No buffering.
You got it. But beyond even just streaming, think about live broadcasting. Imagine a chef on a chartered yacht live streaming their gourmet cooking class to viewers worldwide, all in crystal clear high definition, thanks to their lightning fast connection. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
That's incredible. Talk about a recipe for success.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, even with all these advancements, isn't there always a chance of hitting a dead zone? What happens if a rogue wave decides to mess with my signal?
That's a great question, and it's where things get even more interesting. You see, Starlink is a huge leap forward, but like any technology, it has its limitations. That's where speed bonding comes in, acting like a safety net for your internet connection.
Okay, let's unpack this speed bonding thing. Is it just a fancy way of saying I can switch between my Starlink and my phone's 5G?
It's more sophisticated than that. Think of speed bonding as having a team of expert navigators for your internet traffic, constantly charting the most efficient course instead of relying on a single connection. It combines multiple sources, Starlink 5G, even dockside Wi-Fi when you're near shore, into one super robust connection.
So instead of switching back and forth between a shaky Wi-Fi signal and spotty 5G, it's like having both engines firing at the same time, giving me maximum speed and power.
Exactly. And here's the really cool part. It's not just about combining bandwidth. Speed bonding also provides what's called seamless failover.
Seamless failover. Okay, now you're just using fancy tech jargon to make me feel like I need to go back to internet school. Break it down for me.
No problem. Imagine you're in the middle of a high-stakes video conference with a potential investor, and your Starlink connection has a brief blip. With a speed bonding device like the MDS blender mentioned in those articles, the system automatically and instantly redirects your traffic to the 5G connection without you missing a beat. You might not even notice a difference.
Wait, hold on. It does that automatically. So no more drop Zoom calls in the middle of a pitch because the seagull decided to take a break on my antenna. That's shockingly impressive.
It is impressive, and it offers incredible peace of mind for anyone who needs to stay connected at sea, whether it's for work entertainment or anything in between. Speaking of the MDS blender, I'm curious to know more about how it actually pulls all of this off.
Me too. I mean, it sounds like pure magic. Does it use some kind of AI to manage everything? Tell me more.
Magic? Well, not quite, but it certainly uses some pretty cutting-edge tech.
Yeah.
The MDS blender acts like a super smart traffic cop for your internet connection. It constantly monitors the quality and strength of all available sources, Starlink, 5G, even nearby Wi-Fi networks, and intelligently routes data packets through the best possible path at any given moment.
So while I'm busy, enjoying the breathtaking views and pretending to know how to sail this MDS thing, is working behind the scenes to make sure I can still binge watch my favorite shows without turning into a buffering nightmare.
Precisely. And it's not just about speed. Remember, we talked about seamless failover. The MDS blender is the mastermind behind that as well. Let's say you're uploading a massive design file for work and your Starlink signal briefly dips due to a passing weather system. Without you even realizing it, the MDS blender will instantly reroute that upload through your 5G connection, ensuring it continues seamlessly in the background.
Okay, that's just ridiculously cool. You're telling me I could be in the middle of a high-stakes online poker tournament miles from shore, and if there's a blip in my Starlink, this MDS thing will just switch me over to 5G faster than I can say full house.
You got it. For applications like online gaming or day trading, where even milliseconds of latency can make a huge difference, that kind of seamless failover is absolutely crucial. Speaking of which, you had mentioned some compelling use cases for this technology, especially for those who work remotely or rely on constant connectivity.
Oh, absolutely. The articles you sent mentioned some pretty amazing examples, particularly for folks who like to mix business with pleasure. Take, for instance, a family chartering a yacht in the Bahamas in the past, keeping everyone happy with streaming movies or online gaming, would have been a logistical nightmare.
You're telling me trying to coordinate limited bandwidth between teenagers demanding to watch their favorite streamers and parents wanting to video chat with family back home? Let's just say it wouldn't exactly be a recipe for a relaxing vacation.
It's exactly. But with Starlink Maritime combined with speed bonding, it's like bringing your home internet setup along for the ride. No more fighting over bandwidth, no more buffering frustrations, just pure, uninterrupted connectivity.
Precisely. And it's not just about keeping the kids entertained. Imagine a financial analyst who wants to escape to the Caribbean for a month but can't afford to be offline with a reliable high bandwidth connection. They can literally manage their entire portfolio from the deck of a yacht.
Talk about a dream home office. Sunsets over turquoise water, a gentle sea breeze, and a constant reliable connection to the global financial markets. Sign me up.
Right. But of all the examples we've discussed, the one that really caught my attention was the impact this technology is having on day traders.
Oh, yeah, that was wild. According to one of the articles, some trading firms are even chartering entire yachts, equipping them with this high-speed setup and basically setting up shop in international waters.
It's incredible, isn't it? Day trading is all about speed and precision. Even a tiny lag in data feeds or a momentary internet dropout can translate to significant financial losses. But with a bonded internet connection providing ultra-low latency and seamless failover, these traders can now monitor the markets and execute trades in real time from anywhere in the world, including, well, a yacht in the middle of the Pacific.
From stock options to stock options with ocean views, that's quite a shift. It really highlights how this technology is changing the game, not just for leisure, but for entire industries.
Absolutely. It really makes you wonder what other professions or industries might be impacted in the future.
Speaking of the future, with Starlink expanding its satellite network and 5G becoming more widely available, what does this mean for the future of maritime internet? Will we get to a point where needing to log off while at sea is a completely foreign concept?
It's certainly a possibility. Imagine a world where cruise ships transform into floating co-working spaces or even esports arenas. Picture attending a medical conference hosted on a luxury liner complete with live stream surgeries happening right on board thanks to a rock-solid high-speed connection.
Oh, okay, that's next level stuff. From lagging behind to leading the way, that's quite the turnaround for maritime internet.
It really is, and it's not just about speed and bandwidth either. Think about the impact on safety and communication. With reliable connectivity, ships can maintain real-time communication with shore access, critical weather data instantly, and even deploy autonomous drones for search and rescue operations.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in the wow factor of streaming movies on a yacht in the middle of the Pacific, but the real game changer here is how this technology can potentially save lives.
You've hit the nail on the head. This isn't just about luxury or convenience. It's about enhancing safety, enabling global commerce, and connecting people in ways we never thought possible just a few years ago.
It makes you wonder, what seemed like an impossible dream just a few years ago is quickly becoming the norm. So what's next? Are we going to need bigger yachts to hold all the data servers? Will we be beaming into virtual reality meetings with our avatars sipping digital cocktails on the virtual deck?
Maybe we'll even see holographic business meetings projected onto giant water screens with dolphins swimming by in the background.
Now that's a Zoom call I'd actually look forward to.
Okay,
so for everyone listening out there, if you ever dreamed of escaping to a tropical paradise, but the thought of being tethered to land by a weak internet connection filled you with dread, it seems those days are numbered.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe in the near future, having a super fast, stable internet connection will be as standard on a yacht as a GPS system or a depth sounder.
And to think, just a few years ago, we were struggling to send a text message without selling our souls to the cellular gods. Anyway, a huge thank you to you, my friend, for this incredible deep dive. This tech is truly amazing, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here.
My pleasure. It's always exciting to explore these cutting-edge advancements and imagine the possibilities they hold.
It really is. And for you listening, remember, the next time you see a yacht cruising on the horizon, Don't just assume it's all champagne wishes and caviar dreams. They might be making power moves on the stock market, live streaming their latest adventure, or even conducting a virtual surgery. Until next time, happy sailing, and may your internet connection always be